Hi Internet! So today I kind of wanted to talk about story structure and how I've fallen in love with it over the last year or 2 years. I don't remember if I've spoken about it on here before. I probably have in like bits and pieces, but this is a dedicated Cassie-like story structure and character development now. So when I used to watch things, I didn't really pay attention to the character development or plot development. I was kind of just like, I'm watching this and this is really cool. Whereas I find myself now, are we watching something or reading something, and I think to myself, oh, I really like how they're developing this character and how they showed that. Oh, I like how we're leading up to the darkest moment, or I like how we're leading up to the next plot point. It can be a number of things, or I really like how they explained it. And one of the reasons I've been realizing, there's been a number of reasons I've been realizing this, because I've been watching things and thinking those sort of thoughts, and I'm like, oh wow, this is really different for me. But the other day I was talking to one of my friends at work who is also a writer, or into writing. I'm gonna call him a writer. And I was telling him how there was something with a character, and I was thinking of this and getting into the psychology of the character, and he was like, we're bouncing back and forth off each other, and one of my friends was just sitting there like, wow, you guys really get in depth. It's like, yeah, you have to. And I don't know if that's something that I really considered in my younger years when I was writing stories. Like, I know I'd have times where I'm like, but she wouldn't do that, or I'd say something like that, but I didn't really go into depth with it, whereas now I am, which is really fun. And even just like since she pointed that out, and I've been doing so much, I'm eccentric, what? Anyway, I've kind of just been like paying attention to my thought processes, really. And when writing things, like I was writing just before, and it's like the first chapter, and I had to explain stuff, and I was like, okay, this is how I can explain it without info dumping, and introduce the dynamic of the characters and the world and how the character is and that sort of thing. And it was just really strange because I was doing it and I was thinking all these things and writing, and then I finished and I was like, yay! I feel like someone who actually knows what a story is now. I'm trying to think of something that I read recently where I really thought about the character development and story structure, and every book I've read is eluding me. One book that I didn't really think too much about it was Queen of Shadows. I think that's purely just because I was too in the world to think about that sort of stuff. I think I mainly watch it when I'm watching TV. Even when I'm watching, like, because there are a couple of reality shows that like the parents will watch, so if I'm sitting down and watching it with them, I'll watch it too. And it's kind of like sitting there thinking, and we'll sit there and go, wait, that's an interesting character development, or I like how they introduced that. It's just fun. I didn't think about it when I was watching The Martian though, but I was more thinking about Mars, space, he's in space, botanist, oh, that's a funny line, sort of thing. But yeah, that's just it. Have any of you guys noticed, like, for the ones that are into writing, reading, or scripts, have you noticed yourself change as you develop and learn about plot structures, characters, writing, all that sort of stuff, or not really? And I guess it goes for anything, like people who play video games. Like, have you noticed that if you've gone into like the programming side and different side of the gameplay, have you noticed a different way of watching it? Because I know I noticed it with filmmaking. I used to notice it with the CGI and the behind the scenes and prosthetics and makeup, because I grew up like watching Lord of the Rings and watching the appendices, which give you all the behind the scenes, and I love it so much. And not long ago I got into it again. So I'll be watching something, I'm like, I wonder if they did it this way or that way, and that's really cool. But yeah, that's it. They're my thoughts for today. So yeah, I hope you guys have been having a lovely week. But yeah, let me know if you have noticed a difference in how you watch or read things once you get into the behind the scenes of it all. So, I'll talk to you later. Bye.